What is going on, guys? Today we have got Budding Starlet, a new evolutions. We do actually get two of them as well. If I can go on to the evolution screen, actually, I could show you that we do have now, because if we look at the first one, we do have Pitch Commander. That was 150k, but we did get two of them. Whereas now, if we go all the way to the bottom, we do have Budding Starlet there, and we have another one as well. So this is not terrible that they are starting to give us more than one. I don't understand, I'm guessing it's a coding thing, why we have to see two of them, why it just can't be times two. So we put one in, it goes into evolutions, and then we could put another one in. Again, it might be just down to complete coding of the game, whatever. But we do have the ability to do them now. So we do get a max, well, we need a max 77, 91 on the pace, 80 shooting, 83 dribbling, 69 on the physical, excludes positions of centre forwards, and has to have a max, or at least they have to have under 8 playstyles. So interesting, we do get quick step and acrobat as the two playstyles. 8 overall, 3 pace, 10 shooting, 11 passing, 8 dribbling, 9 physical, and 5 defending. This actually looks a decent evolution. We've got Doku again, who's always going to be one of the bigger ones, and I do think in terms of the lower ones, this is going to be a really good one to get done for them kind of lower rated players. So Doku's going to be a great one if you've not already put him into an evolution. If your team's looking like this, then I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable, but make sure to use JT11 at the checkout for 6% off all of your coin orders, as it is free. I believe most of them that he's been available for have been the paid ones, so at the very minimum, we get something from this. We then also have Bamba, that I'm pretty sure was in other evolutions as well. Midfield Dynasty, detail oriented, and yeah, you can see you can kind of go all the way down. So this is going to be one of the better ones that he's got. So again, it's not terrible to get a starter on this. And the big thing with these, especially with them being free and taking them from say a 77 to an 85, like we've seen with other evolutions, there is chance of them being upgraded again. So for instance, if we wanted to do Doku, he does get a nice amount of stats throughout. We got what, the 94 on the pace. If I can find him, where has he gone? He's not even on this list. Let's go straight to the top. We'll go Prem. See what sort of Prem players we got. So Doku is 77 rated. So he goes to an 85. 94 pace. So obviously only a free increase. Gets a good 10 boost on that shooting, as well as a good amount of passing. Again, it's a nice step for him. I'm not saying it's going to be the best Doku ever, because we do have a different version of him already. Obviously, he does have his 85 that's currently coming in at 55k. So it is nice that we're able to get multiple evolutions of him to kind of just add to that tally. But what it takes us is that next level up. If we find another evolution in a month's time that gives us something which does allow more than 94 pace, we could find a 99 pace eventually, and it's what evolutions is for. So in terms of kind of what you'd go for him, I would say you'd be looking at probably a Deadeye more than anything. We've got a good amount of dribbling. Yes, the composure could do with that bit of an upgrade, but naturally that's what you're going to get from an 85. When it comes to the other players, we've obviously got Pedro Neto. A lot of them will be a repeat of everything, because naturally we're going to get multiple of the same evolutions. So it just depends on who you've already done. And to be fair, if you don't like the Doku that you've done, or maybe you didn't get all the way through, you could potentially change him and then kind of discard that one and come back to him. Other players, you've got Madueke, not a bad card as well. You get the 93 pace. He is a 4-star going to an 85. Again, it's not a terrible card, and especially if you've not done an evolution like that prior. I think the big thing for this evolution is the fact you get a +8 on the overall, as well as very good shooting, dribbling, physical, and passing bonuses. And actually a quick step playstyle plus, or playstyle, is actually not terrible. Yes, we don't get a playstyle plus, but that is a standard what we kind of imagine at the moment. If we look down the list, have we got a completed evolutions? What does that give us? That gives us, yeah, so that shows us everybody that's completed. You can go Banat for a left back if you really wanted to. If we look down the list, Bamba's not a bad one. Obviously, it depends on if you've done him in a previous one. Pedro Neto is going to be a great shout. Madueke is going to be another nice one. Redmond, 85 on the shooting, 87. I mean, it's not terrible. 4-star, 3-star. Probably one of them ones, if you've done all of the others above, then fair enough. Got a nice Luis Enrique, 86 pace, 80 shooting. Again, it's not terrible, but Rodrigo is going to be there already. You've got Lino. There's Doku's probably going to be my favourite shout for the very first one. But also the big thing is you can do multiple. There is two. Elliot, 85 rated, that's going to be a nice one. I don't know if he's had such a high upgrade on something as well. So that already is going to be quite a good one, because naturally he's the sort of card at the moment. He's not 100% in the spotlight, so if he's going to get one upgrade, it will probably be later on or kind of randomly, so you're not going to find a consistent upgrade for him. So an evolutions would be a great shout for him. Same with someone like Vieri. Is that Vieri? I want to say I pronounce his name. They're going to be players like that, like Gray, like Brian Gill. They're not in the spotlight enough to maybe get something that is permanent upgrade, but potentially like a showdown SPC. Could get one of them, and it could be 90 rated by the time he gets one. But then your evolutions could be up there as well. We also have Draxler as well, if you really wanted to. If I can click next page, we've got Akone, not a bad right wing. You've obviously got Januzaj, Kluivert. Okay, Kluivert's not a bad one, especially if you was to go get his Icon Dad, if you want like a partnership there. We have Bamba as... Is there two different Bambas? Or is that the same? No, there's two different Bambas. I'm going to have to go back, aren't I? Bamba. Has he changed nationality? Well, I didn't know that. If he has, it might be a previous one, but that's just weird. I didn't know he changed. I didn't know he could be that, to be honest. I thought he was always going to be French. So then if we look down, is there anybody else? Because at the minute, I'm looking at Pedro Neto, Bamba. Doku's going to be a first shout. And to be honest, I do like the look of Madueke. If you're looking for a Chelsea team, it's not terrible. Willian's there as an 85. You've got quite a few. And then we go into the 84s. Again, we could see somebody potentially. We've got Christian Tello. Wow, that's a name from the past. He looks really young, but I swear I've like seen his name everywhere for a while. Lallana's there. And we've got McNeil. Not really going to find anything. Ogbonna as a centre-back. That's an interesting choice. If we keep going, so yeah, I'd probably go with the... To be honest, there's a reason why they're popular. It naturally would be. I think them three are going to be the better shout, and then it's just based on what you kind of prefer. We also do have a Gomez who's from a 76 cam in Ligue 1. It's a potential, and definitely looking at the skill move weak foot is going to be another kind of extra bonus on top. So let me know down below if you're going to complete, who you're going to complete, and let me know down below what you think. Peace.